So I've been wandering around with you and I've seen people carrying plastic animals and all sorts of things, and what's all this about?
Well, first of all, we have to make a differentiation between target archery and field archery. What you see here today are field archers practicing their art, traditional art based on hunting game animals in a variety of environments, generally fields and woodland, where you'd normally expect to find these type of animals. Of course, in Great Britain we're not allowed to shoot at, and quite rightly so, at live animals, so we replicate those by using representations, three-dimensional representations of life-size animals. They remain static and we shoot at these from a variety of points, whereas target archers shoot at a defined distance to a set target on usually flat and level ground. We tend to do the exact opposite. We tend to shoot at targets which we do not know where the distance is or how far away the targets are from us. Also, the ground is often undulating, so we could be shooting uphill or downhill, and at various size targets as well. So it's a much more, in my opinion, stimulating and interesting sport. And of course it is done outside, so not only do we get the benefit of traditional hunting, we also get the benefit of being outside in an environment which is very much akin to golf if you think about it. Our targets are set, usually about 20 targets on a circuit, and we follow the circuit around taking shots at our targets from, again, various distances, various elevations.
Fantastic. And can anybody do it?
Just about anybody can. If you can handle a bow, draw it back, have two arms, can stand upright, yes. We can even cater for wheelchair access here at Pentney. We have people in our club who are 8, 9 years old, up to our oldest member who's about 67. It just requires a basic degree of fitness, nothing too strenuous, and you can take the course in your own time. So it's classified as a leisurely stroll. You're not carrying any great weight, so it's relatively easy.
Fantastic. And is it an expensive sport to get involved in?
Surprisingly not. Unlike most other forms of shooting, we can always recover our ammunition, i.e. we can pick up our arrows and use them again. So as an expensive sport, no. Once you bought the kit, very much like fishing or golf, then it is relatively cheap. The only expenditure really is when you start losing arrows, or as you progress through the sport. There's a natural desire to get better and better equipment as indeed you improve. But I've seen beginners come here with a beginner's bow and leave 2 or 3 years later still with the same bow, shooting exceptionally well. So really it's down to the individual. But you can pick up a bow, dare I say it, on eBay or second-hand bow for 20 or 30 pounds, arrows for about 20 pounds, and that's fundamentally all you really need to shoot field archery.
Great. And you said if someone can handle a bow, what about if someone's never handled a bow before? How do they learn?
Fortunately, here at Pentney we have a national coach, which is myself. So in order to encourage the sport, certainly to people in Northwest Norfolk, what we do is we give free tuition. So I'm quite happy to take any beginner, absolute beginner, give them free tuition and let them loose on our course once I'm satisfied that they're safe and know what they're on about.
Great. And when you say safe, is it a safe sport?
It is a safe sport, but remember it is a weapons sport, and this is the principal means of killing people for thousands of years. So that has not gone away. You've got a stick with a pointy end of it, which can cause considerable amount of damage if aimed at the wrong place at the wrong person. So it can be a dangerous sport, but it is exceptionally well governed. We adhere to all safety rules. We're governed by the National Field Archery Society, NFAS, who lay down very clear guidelines on how we shoot, when we shoot. We have a strict adherence to safety and protocols. All our courses, before we shoot them, we're all tested to make sure that they are safe. So as a safe sport, yes, in the same way as shotgun shooting is a safe sport.
Excellent. Is it fun?
Yes, well, of course it is. Would I turn up on a Sunday morning at 10 o'clock if it wasn't fun? Yes. It is a fun sport. It's stimulating, very much like golf. You're competing against yourself most of the time. So it's a fun sport, absolutely.